Legal malpractice and speculative damages. Good afternoon. My name is Neil Burns. I'm a lawyer here at 6 Beacon Street. Along with my partner, Burns and Jain, we represent victims of legal malpractice. We cite a case on our website about a decision by a court regarding speculative damages, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it. I'll talk a little bit around it since we don't need to go into the facts of that case. But the bottom line is, if you're a victim of legal malpractice, you have a 3-year statute of limitations. If you blow that statute of limitations, if you don't hire a lawyer and your lawyer doesn't file suit in that time period, then you lose your case potential against that lawyer. If you think you're clever, or your lawyer thinks that he or she is clever, they can use the Massachusetts Consumer Protection Act, Chapter 93A, to try to get around it because there's a longer statute of limitations there. However, in this case that we cite in our website, the judges don't like that. They don't want to see that, and they'll find reason to find against you. And in this case, they basically said the damages were too speculative. We haven't looked at the discovery in the case, and we're not going to, but our message to our clients, or our potential clients, is don't be too clever. Don't come up with your own legal theories like this client did or this law firm did. Get in touch with a lawyer immediately if you think you've been wronged. You can't override the statute of limitations in clever ways easily. There are ways, but they're difficult and they don't generally work, and it's not worth trying it. If you've been injured by a lawyer, if the lawyer screwed up your case, if the lawyer was negligent, if you think you have a case, call Burns and Jain. But you got to do it, and you can't within 3 years. You can't call a law firm at the very end of that statute and say, well, I called you, 1 day before the statute ran. We won't take your case. Most law firms would not do that. Get going immediately. It's a free initial consultation, and there's no loss to you. You contact us. It's a privileged conversation. If we say you have no case, you have no case. But if you have a case, we can start working on it. We can start building it. We can start getting the documents ready. You don't want to miss the statute of limitations and call us or someone else and say, I have a clever way to get around it. Because the courts don't like it, the judges don't like it, the appeals court won't have a good time with it, and you have to prove more. The insurance companies won't represent and defend necessarily the attorneys in those cases, because under 93A they don't necessarily have to. They typically will, but they may not pay. So get going as soon as you know if there's a problem with your lawyer. Call Burns and Jain, 617-227-7423. Thank you.